All right, hey guys. Today I'm going to address eating out, and especially this holiday weekend. Some of you will probably be going out with family and friends, and you'll be having some family gatherings on Sunday, I'm certain, for Easter. So I know it's stressful, and you're like, oh my Lord, what am I going to eat? So I'm just going to try to give you some few tips, and so hopefully this will alleviate some of your stress and anxiety over these issues. Um, let's address eating out first. As you all know, most restaurants around here have horrible menus. They're very, very high in fat and calories. So you must pre-plan. So what I've learned is if I know that, I'm having a social gathering or we're going out to eat and I don't know that restaurant's menu, most 99% of the places you can pull their menu up online. So I do this and I look over the menu and I choose a healthy option. Most places have fish or grilled chicken or chicken salads that you can get without the French fries or something like that. A baked fish and some veggies, or some grilled chicken and some veggies. So what I always do is I pick out what I'm going to eat before I even get to the restaurant. So I know already that I don't even have to look at the menu and be tempted with the appetizers and the desserts and the drinks and all that stuff. So I already know in my head what I'm getting. So that will help you as well. There is an app on your phone you can get on your phone and actually on the computer too. It's called MyFitnessPal, and you can get that loaded up on your iPhone. And most restaurants are on there and all of their menu items. And that gives you a good baseline as to the fat content of the meals, or, the calories, the sodium, all that. It breaks it down for you. And so that's a really good tool to use if you are, looking to stay below a certain calorie mark, or, just want to see how really unhealthy their meals are. So that's a really awesome tool you can use as well. Um, Another great tip that I've learned is when you're even with your family, but if you're in a big group and you're at a restaurant, be the first to order. Because if you're sitting there and you're listening to, your aunt and your uncle and your sister and your brother, and they're all eating cheeseburgers and wings and french fries, loaded french fries, and you're like, oh man, that sounds so good. And it comes around to your turn and you're like, hell with it. I'm getting a cheeseburger. Now, just be the first to order. Speak up, say, yep, I'd like to order first. Order your healthy choice that you already had planned, and you're done. That's it. You have it all planned out. You're the first to order, and those temptations aren't going to be an issue for you. And just really remember that this social gatherings are most of the time based around food, if you haven't already noticed that. And you have to switch your mindset that this food, you're eating food to fuel your body. You're not eating food just to eat food, you know. And so the more you eat and the more you socially gather, you know, you pick, especially if you're like at a Mexican restaurant, you have the margaritas there, you have the chips and salsa, and everybody's talking and laughing and having a good time. And by the time 2 hours rolls around, you've consumed 2,000 calories. So just be mindful of that, and just make sure you keep in mind that you are fueling your body with good food and with the healthy choices that you make at the restaurant. So I try to stick, I mean, I try to stick to salads most of the time. I know salads get boring. I do sometimes eat steak with a sweet potato or veggies or something like that. But make sure when you're ordering chicken or fish, you ask them what it's baked in. If it's baked in oil or if it's baked in butter, just ask them to go light on that. Or I don't do any vegetable oils whatsoever. So I actually tell them I'm allergic to vegetable oils. So they make sure that they don't use them. And I also ask if there's any gluten involved, because I don't eat gluten either. And so they're pretty, a lot of people have food allergies, so they're pretty good now with accommodating everybody. So, I mean, I don't think you'll have an issue with anywhere you go. And a lot of times when we go out to eat, I ask them not even to bring bread. I'm like, don't even bring the bread, or don't even bring the chips, just alleviate those temptations altogether. So if you do get, like, say you get a chicken salad, ask them no French fries. And try to stay away from the creamy dressings because they have a lot of calories in them. Try to go light, like the raspberry vinaigrettes or the balsamic vinaigrettes. And I always ask what the basis is, if it's based in olive oil or vegetable oil, because I don't eat vegetable oil at all, and it actually is higher in calories than the olive oil. So you can do that. And I always ask for the dressing on the side. So you can sometimes just dip your fork in the dressing and eat it that way, or you can just use half. And, if you haven't already noticed, some places their chicken salads are huge. So when I order, I'll say, "Can you please bring me a box with my meal?" So I'll automatically take half of the salad and I will box it up. So I don't sit there and pick and eat at the entire salad and, eat the entire thing. So, and I try to be very, very mindful of eating slow and chewing and drinking water while I'm eating and actually really enjoying it and enjoying the conversation. Because if you're out in a social, you know, gathering, that's what you're doing anyway. You're conversing and you're hanging out with your friends or your family. I also ask for no cheese or cheese on the side. If you're going to eat cheese, just ask for on the side so you can use like half the amount because, most of these places pack on, 300 or 400 calories of cheese. And so you want to try to like do less cheese or no cheese at all if you can do that. I always ask for no bacon or croutons if you're trying to count calories or cut calories and really cut weight. You want to be very mindful of that. And just make sure the chicken is grilled or the fish is grilled, not fried or battered and deep fried in any way, shape, or form. So those are some good tips. Now, alcohol. I know everyone asks me, do you drink alcohol? I do it on occasion, but I will tell you that if you do indulge in some alcohol, that's fine. Try to stay with the lighter alcohol like vodka, the vodka and tonic, things like that with a lime or a lemon. You can spruce it up with a lime or a lemon. And also, I tell people every single time they drink an alcoholic beverage, before they have another one, drink a big glass of water. That'll help with your hangover and that will help with you not drinking as much. And alcohol actually has a lot of calories in it. So just be mindful of that as well. One shot of vodka can have sometimes, it depends on the vodka, but 100, 200 calories. So, and beer and everything is really high in calories. So you want to be mindful of that as well. And you want to try to plan those. So, if once a week you want to say, hey, on Friday night, I'm going to have 2 margaritas, try to plan those. So, that, that's going to be fit into your week. And, so you're keeping track and you're not just mindlessly going out and drinking every day. Let me see what else I have. Oh, portions. So you want to keep in mind your portions also when you're out to eat. So the size of your palm is supposed to be the size of your protein. So your chicken or your fish or anything like that should be the size of your palm. And just think of a handful of veggies. So like a handful of broccoli or steamed vegetables or anything like that. Salad. That's the recommended portion size for veggies. And I always ask to forgo the butter on the veggies. And a lot of times I just, eat them plain or, I'll do some salt and pepper and I'll ask them for maybe a little bit of garlic and I'll throw some garlic on my vegetables. So whatever you have to do to jazz it up. Some people even do lemons or limes on their veggies. So that's another option you can do. Sweet potatoes are great. Sweet potato fries are great. I do get them without the brown sugar. And I'd sometimes put a little pat of butter on my baked sweet potato, and they're absolutely delicious. And just remember when you're out, or even on Sunday when you're having Easter dinner, It shouldn't be anxiety ridden. You should be smiling. You should be having a good time. You should be enjoying your food and knowing that you're making healthy choices and decisions to better your health. And you know what? People are watching. And a lot of times when you order first at the restaurant and you order this great healthy meal, sometimes other people around you will order healthier just because of the decisions that you made. So keep that in mind as well. I mean, that happens to me a lot. So that's a good thing if you could, be that positive influence on somebody else to make better choices than they would have if you wouldn't have ordered, something healthy that you did. So um, Sunday for Easter dinner, just I'm making cauliflower mashed potatoes. I posted the recipe on my Fit page. So I'll be eating that and just some vegetables and ham or turkey. If you're going to have some ham, it's a very high in sodium. Drink lots of water. And I'm making baked cinnamon apples just with a little bit of honey, cinnamon apples, just so um, we have something sweet to have after dinner. So there's lots of healthy options. You don't have to go with the apple pie or the cheesecake or, the pumpkin pie and things like that. So plan it out. Don't be stressed. Eat lots of veggies, drink lots of water. And I wish each and every one of you a very happy Easter. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend. So have fun and enjoy. And I will talk to you guys all on Monday. Have a great one.